Hi, boys and girls. Ms. Rojas here. I'm going to go over a couple elapsed word problems with you today. Last week, we worked on word problems where we had our beginning and we had our elapsed time, but we were missing our end time. So today, we are going to actually start elapsed time problems where we are missing our start time. Okay? So let's look over our word problem together. Max finished baking a cake at 7:30 p.m. If Max baked the cake for a total of 90 minutes, what time did he put the cake in the oven? Okay, so we need to go ahead and make our situation equation. We have a start time of 7:30. An end time of 7:30. We have finished at 7:30. Okay, so we know that the time is actually going to equal 7:30 p.m. Okay, if Max baked the cake for a total of 90 minutes. So it has to be our start time here plus 90 minutes is going to equal our 7:30 p.m. So just like we did last week, we're going to start with the number line. I should probably make it a little bit lower to give you some space to see. Kind of wiggly, but that's okay. So our end time is going to be 7:30, and we're going to have to work backwards. So you could break this 90 minutes up however you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and break it up into hours and minutes. I know that 60 minutes makes an hour. So if I do 90 minus 60 minutes, I'm going to be left with 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to turn this into 60, and this one into a remainder of 30 minutes. Well, I know that 60 minutes is really an hour, so I can focus on the hour part of my time, and I'm going to jump back 1 hour. Okay, minus 1 hour. And if I do 7:30 minus an hour, we know that that's 6:30. 6:30, okay? So I've done the 60 minutes, and now I'm going to go ahead and jump to 30 minutes, okay? So jump. Well, I'm not focused on my hour anymore. I'm just looking at the minutes. And I know if I do 30 minus 30 in mental math, that's going to cancel each other out, and I'm going to get 0. So really, we're finding that the start time is 6 o'clock. Okay? It's okay if you don't reach all the way to the end of your number line. We give ourselves enough room so that we have the space that we need to solve. And I want you guys to know that your number line might not look like mine. So someone else in your class or one of your classmates might solve it differently. They might do, say, 7:30 p.m., right? And instead of doing that, they might start by going backwards 30 minutes. Maybe they want to do it that way. Minus 30. Okay, so 7:30 minus 30 is going to cancel each other out just like the previous problem. So it would be 7 o'clock. And then maybe they don't want to do a whole hour. Maybe they want to break it up into 40 minutes. Maybe they want to do that. It's a little bit more work, but it's going to take us some time to figure out what works best for us, okay? So we would do minus 40 minutes. Well, I know that double zero means the hour previous with 60 minutes. 6:60 is really 7 o'clock. Because as soon as you hit the 60 mark, 60 minutes, then that means that you're moving into the next hour. So if I'm doing minus 40, so if I'm doing 60 minutes minus 40, that leaves me with 20. So my time here is 6:20. The only thing I have left is 20 minutes. So I'm going to subtract the 20 minutes. That's going to give me 6 o'clock. And look, they are exactly the same. Okay, so there's different ways to solve these problems. Let's look at another one. Says the pool party ended at 2 p.m. and was 75 minutes long. What time did the pool party start? So let's go ahead and make our situation equation. The pool party ended at 2 p.m. Okay, so that means it's going to equal out to 2 o'clock p.m. Okay, and it was 75 minutes long. Well, we know that we're going to be missing our start time because they didn't give it to us in this problem. Our start time plus the 75 minutes should equal out to 2 p.m. Okay, so same thing like we did last time. Let's make a number line. We're going to end it at 2 o'clock p.m. Okay, and we need to figure out how we want to break it up. You could break it up into 20, 40, 60, and then 15 minutes because that all equals 75. You could break it up into 40 and 35. You could do all of that. I like to break it up by the hour because it's easy for me to do that. So I know that there's 60 minutes in there. And if you do over to the side, 75 minus 60, you're going to get 15 minutes left over. So 60 here, and then I'm going to do 15. Okay. All right, so let's start with the hour because that's super easy. And we have a really helpful number here, 2 o'clock. That's a perfect number. So we're going to subtract 1 hour, okay? And if you take away an hour from 2 o'clock, you're going to get 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock p.m. Okay? Now, we have to take away the 15 minutes. Well, you can't take it away from 0, just like we did on the last problem. That time is really 12:60, okay? Because you erase those 60 minutes and it's really 1 p.m. So you're going to take the 60 here and you're going to subtract the 15. Okay? Got to regroup. 10 minus 5 is 5, and 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay? So we have 45 minutes. It's not going to be 1:45, okay? Remember, we broke that hour. So what's really going to be 12:45. Okay, so the start time is 12:45. Let's check our work. For this one, let's check our work. Okay, so I'm going to make my number line. Sorry, it's kind of crooked. I'm going to start at 12:45, and I'm going to look at my situation equation. My start time plus 75 minutes. So I've broken it up into the hour and the minutes. I can still use that. So 12:45 plus an hour, so plus 60 minutes. Well, I know that that's just adding a new hour to that. So that's going to be 1:45. Okay. Now all I have left to do is add the 15 minutes, which is super easy. And I can break that up. I can add it in 10 minutes and then add it in 5. Okay, let's try that. So 1:45 plus 10 is 1:55. And then if I do 1:55 plus 5 minutes, that's 2 p.m. Easy peasy.